Are you ready?
That was your fault.
It wasn't my fault.
You were supposed to push the button.
It's your button.
That you know how to work.
You don't know how to turn on a button?
You're a button.
Not surprised you don't know how to push the right buttons.
I know how to push your buttons very well.
The wrong ones.
They're right for me.
All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Sarah B Show. Woo!
Woo.
Guess what? I did not have an espresso before today's show. I had a margarita. And I have a special guest here.
That's the universal lubricant for Sarah B. Morgan's.
Margaritas?
Yeah.
You're not wrong. If I ever came out with my own brand of anything, it should be like pre-made margaritas. What would I call them? I don't know. I have to think on this. But I could do this. Maybe a little spicy.
Maybe.
Anyway, guys, I have a special guest today. Again, you should just be on my show now, I think, because this is what, your third time being here? Third or fourth? Third.
This is my third time being on the show, fourth time being in here with you when you record.
Correct. Well, I brought Jonathan Ramirez along so I could say his name and watch him cringe. And also...
Cringing at the full name right now.
And also because of other things. So today's episode is going to be about Barbenheimer, which is Barbie and Oppenheimer, the two biggest movies of the summer. Or would you say the year?
Probably the year, to be honest.
I think it might be. Everybody's calling this the big cinematic comeback. They're saying this is exactly what cinema needed. Like, there hasn't been a weekend this big, right, since COVID?
Correct.
That's crazy. That's totally crazy. And it's pretty exciting. So I will let everybody know right now what we're going to do is get into the episode. We're going to talk about something that is coming up that we were fixing to leave for in a couple of days, which is our vacation. We're going to quickly, go over that. And then we're going to give our general rating of Barbie and Oppenheimer. And then we will give you a spoiler alert in case you have not seen the movies yet. And then you can turn this off or mute it until you've seen it. And then you can go back and listen. So we will give an alert, a spoiler warning before, because I hate nothing more. I hate nothing more than when people spoil TV shows and movies for me. There are some people out there that like totally get off on that, or that try not to, but they're like, oh, but just let me tell you one thing. D's the worst. The producer for the Lex and Terry show literally can't, there was one time where he's like, I didn't spoil anything for you, but he had to call me because he watched the finale of Stranger Things and just said 001. And we still fight about that to this day because he's like, well, I didn't give anything away. I'm like, but why did you have to call and say that? Because you had to be like, I saw it first. 001. Like, I don't understand. I do not understand.
Yeah, he's a strange character.
But a lot of people are like that. They want to spoil stuff for people, and I hate spoilers. So that being said, I digress. We will give you a spoiler warning. And we're in a hurry tonight because we're going on vacation soon. We have a lot to do in the next day and a half. Jonathan Ramirez is going to watch the fight tonight. Who's fighting?
Errol Spence Jr. And I forgot about the other guy's name.
Which is super funny because literally 3 minutes before this started, he's like, I'm going to be home late. And I said, I thought you didn't care about the fight. You just wanted to bond with your family and have some drinks. And he's like, well, it's a fight going on. I want to watch it. I really care about it. And all of a sudden he can't even remember the names of the people fighting. So that's real interesting.
Pretty sure it's Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford.
Also, tequila is fun. This makes me very confident, cocky, and bitchy. Don't you love it?
I don't think you need tequila for the bitchy part.
Wow. Okay.
You can thank Lori Morgan for that.
Why?
It's passed down from generation to generation.
Oh, I thought you meant you called me a bitch and you're blaming my mom, but you're just saying my mom's a bitch and I'm also a bitch. So you just called me and my mom a bitch in one sentence.
That's called a twofer.
Wow. Okay. Well, good luck getting into the townhome tonight. I might be asleep.
Okay. I'll sleep in the car.
As you should.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in places that could expose you to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
All right, so here's some behind-the-scenes information before we get into everything. One, I was like, you know what, maybe we should not record a podcast today. I wanted to take a 2-week break, and I had a lot of people tell me, you shouldn't take 2 weeks off, including John here, who said that. Yeah, yesterday he's like, yeah, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't record, like, we don't have enough time. And I was like, really? Because I told everyone I was going to, and now I have to, thanks to you.
Well, you talk too much. You shouldn't have promised things.
Oh, my God.
Now we're held down.
I'm literally going to punch you. I swear to God. So there's that. And so we're going to be in a hurry today. And so I was saying earlier, like, I've become like, I don't know if it's better or worse, but more OCD with my editing. When I edit, I hear myself say all the time. I'm like, you know, I don't know. And then I did this and then, and oh my God, like I hate it. I hate how much I say, So I've been it literally took me an hour and a half editing last week, and it went by like a snap of a finger. But I sat there and edited out all the pauses and all the ums. And I'm like, actually, let me know, you guys. I'm gonna do a poll on my podcast. Are the ums annoying to you? Do you even notice them? Do you like it when I cut them out? Or do you think it makes it more real with the pauses and the ums? I'm very, very curious because I don't know. I'm like, maybe I say it too much. So I was going to tell you, like, we're in a hurry tonight. So I'm trying to make this quick and fast, which is hard because I talk a lot, especially after margaritas. And 2, I'm going to try not to edit as long. So you might get a lot more ums. So I apologize. I also said that I was going to release this podcast a little early. But upon saying that, I did some research and I found out you can actually schedule a publication for a Spotify podcast, which is exciting. So I can actually schedule this to come out at my normal time on Tuesday at 5 a.m. or something. And I only feel bad for GJ. Shout out to GJ. What up, dude? He always sends me all the scary movie trailers and stuff, and I love it. And also his wife decorates way more than I do. It's so impressive. I have to show you some of the pictures and videos.
Show me.
But anyway, he was like, finally, one earlier because he's a truck driver and wants them to be uploaded a day before. And he actually even sent me a message or said something that he was excited about this. And now it's going to be Tuesday again.
Sorry.
Sorry, GJ. We love you, though. All right. So we're going on vacation.
Yes, I'm very excited.
We have 2 more sleeps, as I like to say.
2 sleeps.
2 sleeps. We are going to Hawaii. Huma huma nuka nuka kapua out. Yeah, bitch.
If you would have said that correctly, I would have been impressed.
Oh my God, how did I say it?
The wrong way.
You say it.
You're going to have to go back and re-listen to this. That way you know that you said it
Why don't
wrong.
you just say it the right way right now?
Huma huma nuka nuka apuaha.
Oh, what did I say? Kapua au?
I think so.
I think I got it confused with the Kapua Suite. The moral of the story really is that we've watched way too much Forgetting Sarah Marshall and quoted it constantly. It's disgusting.
That's not disgusting. I think it's amazing.
Okay. Well, at least we both find it amazing, and that's why we're together, I think.
Yes.
And also, I'm a bitch, apparently.
And your mom.
Can't forget her.
Hi, Lori.
I'm a bitch. Anyway, see, look, I knew this would not be just 15 minutes. I talk too much. Okay, let's talk about Hawaii. So we are going to Hawaii.
Yes, I'm excited.
And John's never been.
Never been. She's been a bunch.
We did talk about Hawaii on the last episode or a couple ago, I think.
Did we?
I think so.
I think maybe we previewed it.
We'll skim it. We're going to Hawaii in 2 days. It's scary because we're flying non-rev, which means for free.
Yes.
Can I talk about this?
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you?
If you wanted people to know where you worked or...
You've told them many times before.
John works for an airline. We will not disclose which one.
Oh, my God.
But it's...
They all know which one.
It's at the bottom of the state and also to the left a little. Do you like how I just sit there and count north, south, east, west
yes.
on my hands?
While you were still talking. It was impressive, actually.
Thank you. Anyway, he works for an airline, so we get free flights. It's exciting. It scares me a little because we are taking a full ass vacation for 8 days, and we hope we get there. There's plenty of open seats. The thing I don't like about the airline he works for is the check-in process. I just said I noticed it. I don't like that no, twice. I don't like that you have to check in 24 hours ahead of time, and if you don't check in first, you get a way later spot to get in line. If you ain't first, you're last, basically.
Pretty much.
And that kind of sucks. Whereas other places you check in, you pick your seat immediately and you're locked in and you don't have to worry about it. So the wonderful thing is we leave Monday morning which this actually comes out Tuesday, so we'll be in Hawaii. What's up? We're in Hawaii. Alu, 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 ale. More Forgetting Sarah Marshall for you. So while you're hearing this, we'll be in Hawaii. But basically, we're going to have to be, our first flight is at 6 a.m., which goes to Vegas, and then that goes to Honolulu. So we have to wake up tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, at like 5:45 in the morning to be ready to check in to our flight. So that's really fun. Anyway, basically what we're getting to is it's going to be an awesome vacation, which we'll do an episode when we come back, John and I, about how it went. He just looked at his watch. He's like trying to make me hurry. Wow, that was so annoying and like daddish. Am I taking too long, Daddy?
Yes, you are.
Anyway, you made me totally lose my concentration.
You made you lose your concentration.
It's really awesome dating a guy that never takes blame for anything. Is that just guys in general or just my guy? Please let me know. I'll make another poll.
That's an episode for a later date.
Mm-hmm. Many episodes. So what we're getting at is I'm stressing. We're taking an 8-day vacation to Hawaii. I stress out so much before vacations about everything. We have so much to do. And he's just like, whatever.
I mean, we'll get there.
Maybe.
No, there's no maybe. We'll get there.
I hope so. Anywho, that's what we're doing.
Put it out in the universe. Speak it to the universe and it'll happen.
The funny thing is I'm already fully packed and you're not. I have more done than you and I'm still the one stressing.
Yeah.
Like, why is this?
Because you have anxiety and I don't.
I do. And it sucks being a girl, too, who cares a little, too, because, you know, you can just wake up and you're like, I'm ready. Let's go. I'm like, okay, our Uber driver gets there at 3:45 in the morning, so we'll get to the airport at 4:30 in the morning, and our flight leaves at 6. So if I have to be ready to leave our place at 3:45, I need to do a little bit of makeup, and I kind of want to curl my hair to look a little cute, and I'm going to already have my outfit setting out, so I probably need to wake up at 2:45 in the morning, like maximum, like that's a max, like latest I can wake up, maybe 2:30.
She'll be awake by 3:15.
And that's how it happens. I love sleep. I love sleep so much. It sucks. I wish I just didn't care and I could get up with no makeup, not care what my hair looks like, and go.
That would be nice, but that's not the world that we live in.
It's not. Oh, well, we're going to have vacation, and I hope I can just like chill the F out and deal with it. And we're going to have a great time no matter what.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for food mostly.
I'm going to beach.
We're both going to beach.
That's a Barbie quote that John doesn't know because John has not seen Barbie, but that's foreshadowing for what's coming up now. And we're going to get into Barbenheimer.
Streaming now on Peacock. Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie are back.
That's hot. Loves it.
For a show-stopping reunion that will prove putting on an opera is anything but simple.
We're really good at this.
One thing's for sure, they won't be upstaged.
Good to have you back. Come on, we've got a show to do.
Paris and Nicole, The Encore, a 3-part reunion special. Streaming now, only on Peacock.
This episode is brought to you by Skinny Pop Popcorn. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Oh, so light and crunchy. Skinny Pop Original Popcorn is the snack you've been searching for. Made with just 3 simple ingredients: popcorn kernels, sunflower oil, and salt. Snacking never felt or tasted so good. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Give yourself permission to snack and pick up Skinny Pop Original Popcorn today.
All right, don't turn off the podcast yet. No spoilers are happening right now. We're just going to give our general rating of both movies. Now, John has not seen Barbie.
I have not.
He had no desire to see it. And I kind of I like doing stuff by myself, but I haven't really done it in a long time. And I really enjoy going to movies by myself. My favorite thing is to go to a movie by myself, get a giant thing of popcorn and M&Ms and pour it in there, and then get white wine and drink it and like just be alone drinking my wine and M&Ms and popcorn. It's like the greatest. I really like it. And nobody I know wanted to see Barbie. And so I kind of it worked out for me because I got to see it on opening weekend because the only seats left were like single seats. There was like 3 of them only. And I was like, perfect, right the spot I want to sit, a single seat, got it. So I dressed up really cutie. Did I look cute?
Yeah, you look cute.
With my parachute arm dress. I could have flown away.
You almost did.
I almost did?
Yeah.
Why?
You came home with a new boyfriend.
Oh my Jesus. That just makes you sound so jealous and that makes me happy because it's not me for once.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I will take that. Congratulations. So I went to the movie and what he's talking about is I sat next to 3 people. It was I don't know if they were even a couple. It was a guy or 2 guys and a girl. And a pizza, please. Get it?
Wow.
Anyway, so it was a guy and a girl and a guy and then me. And the guy came to wait on us because this is an Alamo Draft House, which is like my favorite movie theater. They came to ask if we want drinks and stuff. And he's like, are you guys together? And I was like, oh, no, I'm alone. And the other guy's like, I'm with them, but I'm on my own tab. So that happened. The cool thing about Alamo Draft House is they'll do like drinks and food that are themed with the movie. So the themed drink of that night, they had a cocktail with alcohol and then a mocktail, and it was called the Barbie Dream House. And it was super cutie, and I got it, and it was like in this like cute little glass with like an umbrella, and it was pink and yummy. It was like strawberry lemonade and vodka. It was so good. Yum, 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 yum. Anyway, at the end, they put the guy next to me's drink on mine, of course, because he got 2 Barbie Dream Houses, because that's a real man. Did I tell you that, by the way? That's what he ordered, was 2 of those.
Oh, no, you didn't
The
tell me
pink
that.
Barbie Dream House. He might be gay, John.
I don't care.
Anyway, so I was going to be like, sending it back. And he's like, well, instead, you would just want me to Venmo you. And I was like, that's fine. Which I hate when people do that, because like, I'm paying more of a tip for you because your tab is cheaper. But then they say, and then also there's always a freaking like service charge for Venmo when you take the money out. But people always like Venmo you the bare minimum. I'm like overly thoughtful about this stuff, or maybe I just think about it too much. So I always like Venmo extra money for a tip and also the service charge. But nobody ever does that. Nobody ever does that. Anyway, whatever. So he's like, I'll just Venmo you. So he asked for my Venmo. He didn't get my phone number. He got my @SarahB.Morgan on Venmo. I'm like, ooh, I wonder if anybody will listen to this and Venmo me some money. And anyway, so he got that and sent me money. So all I knew was his name, which I almost just said. And
how do you remember that?
I knew you were going to say that. I paused because I knew you were going to say that. I remember everything. Don't even get me started. You remember a lot of girls' names.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
Continue your story.
Oh, I will, because you don't want me to go down this road. Brother.
There's a lot of forks in that road.
You're a fork.
Dead ends as well.
Fork you.
Maybe later.
No, you'll be sleeping in the car, remember?
That's right.
Anywho, so the guy Venmoed me, and that's it. And then John, I told him about it later, and he's like, ooh. And I'm like, bro, it was nothing special. Like, gosh, you're dumb. Anyway, I saw Barbie. It was great. I would give the rating of Barbie a... Honestly, I would say like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, because it was everything I wanted it to be. I went into it actually liking it. I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. I went into it expecting something, and I got even more than I wanted. It was very cute, very funny, and it had a really meaningful message behind it. I saw somebody posted that they laughed, they cried, and then they laughed again, and that is exactly how it happened. So if you're even a little emotional, I would say like be ready with some tissues or something, and it's a good happy cry. Like it's really, really good. And now I'm gonna say spoiler alert for a second. Give it like 2 minutes, because I'm not gonna talk about it that much, but. Actually, it's not even that much of a spoiler.
Don't do the spoiler until later.
Yeah, we'll do a spoiler for Oppenheimer. You're fine now. So basically, it's just a lot of people are fighting about it, saying it's a feminist thing, and it's not. And that's my thing I took away from this the most. It's not anything about femininity. It's like, it's equality. It's not all like, oh, it's Barbie's world or, oh, it's Ken's world. It's like, there's both of us. Like, we both exist. We should live in harmony. It's all about equality. So all these people that are starting fights and being like, oh, it's all feminist, women this, women that, screw men, we don't need them. It's literally like, did you watch the movie? I wish you would watch this, John, so you could comment, because it's not like that.
Let's go tomorrow.
Wait, no, we have so much to do before vacation. Just
Okay.
you saying that made me stressed.
Congratulations.
Anyway.
Now your palms are sweaty.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Wow.
Anyway, so anyway, it's really, really good. It's about equality, but it also does like touch on, stuff that women deal with in the everyday world, like inequality, like, the patriarchy and not being treated fairly, and women getting paid absolute garbage compared to men, even if you've been at the same job with all the other men forever and proved your worth and have spent all your time there in loyalty, and you still make nothing compared to what they do. It's sad. And there's a speech, what's her name? America Ferrera.
Mm-hmm.
She does this speech at the end, and that's like the peak of the movie. And it's like maybe not 10 minutes. I was pretty drunk because I had a couple of Barbie Dream Worlds. But it was like a 5 to 10 minute speech. And it was like, that's the part it was such a powerful message of just like how nothing you do seems to be right. There will always be something wrong with it. If you work hard and you get skinny, that's not enough. You're supposed to be pretty, but not want to be pretty. Like, it's really good. So that's all I'll say. It's very good. It's cute. It's quirky. It has a great soundtrack. And a lot of people said it's not kids friendly. And I didn't really understand what that meant. until I saw it, and then my friend commented that her daughter's friends all saw it, and they were like 13, and they didn't like it. And I'm like, how could you not like it? And now I understand, like, it's 100% like millennial based and older. If you're like a Gen Zer or younger, you're not gonna get this. Mostly the sense of humor and the jokes in it. There's some great like Matchbox 20 stuff, and like I don't think they got it. Is really what it is.
Did you get it?
But did you? Oh
did
my
you
God!
Get it?
Why are we quoting "Forgetting Sarah Marshall"? This entire episode is ridiculous.
That's what we do.
It literally is what we do. Anyway, so yeah, I give it 10 out of 10. Definitely go see it. You're gonna like it no matter what. It's really, really good. And the stars of it, in my opinion, were Kate McKinnon and Michael Cera. Hilarious. So there you go. Now we move on to Oppenheimer. Okay, I'm going to let John take this one away because he's obsessed. No?
Don't let me take it away.
John is obsessed with
I'm a man of few
Christopher
words.
Nolan.
I am obsessed with Christopher Nolan. His films are great. His
said,
early stuff is very different than what his newer stuff is like, and I would define his newer stuff as like anything from The Prestige onward. So like if you know any of his movies, you know his movies all deal with the one central theme, time.
Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon. As far as my rating goes, I'm not going to give any spoilers or talk about the movie too much because, I mean, most people know what the movie is about. It's about Oppenheimer. So it's a really, 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 really good movie. And I will say if you have the opportunity, see it in IMAX or see it in a Dolby theater because the sound is just amazing.
Okay, so I was excited to tell you that the only movie I've ever fallen asleep to in theaters my entire 35 years is a Christopher Nolan movie.
And I hate that.
And it was Inception. It was so boring. Oh, we go to sleep and then the buildings bend. Woo! Right angle building.
Okay, she has no say in anything cinema related ever. You're almost as bad as D liking a steak well done.
I love medium rare steak. Thank you. Anywho, I did say though that was when I was in that was like 2010 or something. So that's been like a long time. It's been 13 years ago. I would like to rewatch Inception now because I wasn't really into the horror and like not horror, but like sci-fi weird mind effing up movies like we are now, which I kind of wanted to go to and give reviews, but we'll do another episode because we're in a hurry. I know another time, giving our review or giving some suggestions for those kind of movies that we like.
Correct.
But anyway, I did tell you recently I would like to rewatch Inception. Now I will say somebody made a comment on my Facebook when they were saying they were going to see Oppenheimer and they're like, yeah, I'm going to blaze up and go see it. And John was like, you know what? That might not be the worst idea for you. And because he read that there's a lot of dialogue, very little action, very little going on, a lot of dialogue. And it's a Christopher Nolan movie. So he thought that I might be better off smoking, like a hit, taking it.
Yeah, you have some severe ADHD.
Yeah, I get that from my mom, I guess, with the bitchiness.
Thanks, Lori.
God, she really messed me up.
Fucking Lori.
Okay, everybody needs to stop saying the F word on my damn podcast. I'm going to kill you all.
No F words, but murder's okay.
I didn't say murder. I said kill.
Interesting.
I could have been kill with kindness. It's more my thing. More my thing. Anywho, I feel like I've changed with anywho today. So, yeah, I did see what's the Christopher Nolan movie that was really boring with the Edward sparkly vampire?
Tenet.
Yeah, I hated that movie.
That was a very ambitious movie.
It was awful. I ask you every 5 seconds, what's this? Who's this? What happened? What is happening? I don't know. More alcohol,
that's
please.
part of the reason why I thought you should have smoked.
And I did.
For this one.
And that being said, I could not freaking like breathe or blink during Oppenheimer because I was so enthralled with this effing movie. Every second of it. So much of that John even thought I was bored after. He's like, were you bored? Like you didn't say anything. You were just staring. And I'm like, no, I freaking loved it. Yeah.
If any of you ever have the amazing opportunity to watch a movie with Sarah B. Morgan, just be prepared to answer some questions, even though, it doesn't matter whether you've seen the movie the first time or if you've seen it a million times. She will ask a question.
Literally every movie experience, mostly the ones that, actually all of them really. Starts off with John looking at me and saying, okay, just before this starts, know that I've never seen this movie. This is our first time seeing it. It is also my first time seeing it. I don't know. I don't know anything. Do not ask me any questions because it's my first time seeing it. Like you, I don't know. It doesn't work ever.
No,
I don't know why
works.
he wastes his breath. I really don't. But to be fair, we did see it in the Dolby Cinematic Experience, and like that was
amazing.
Like the sound was coming from everywhere. The seats vibrated. Was there speakers in the chairs? Because it seemed like it.
No, there were not.
So I was just high.
Yeah, but there were speakers literally everywhere in that theater. So.
And so much so, like the seats were like far enough apart too that like I actually did try to ask you a couple of questions or say something to you. I think probably that I had to pee a bunch.
Probably.
But you were like, "What?" And I actually, you know what? Could you actually hear me, or were you just being a dick?
No, I couldn't hear you.
So that was like far enough away and loud enough and set up to the fact where like people beside each other can't really talk to each other.
I think so, yeah.
So you want to go to a movie there every time now?
More than likely, if it's in the Dolby Theater anyway.
I will say
big
it was,
movie anyway.
It was pricier. It was $25 a ticket.
Yeah, they were expensive.
Which makes me sound old. I used to go to cinema or Cinemark, and it was like, oh, $4 movie tickets. Hey, look, Mama, I almost did my voice like yours, and I'm only 35. Oh, back in my day.
Interesting.
$4 movie ticket. Anywho. Shit. Oh, crap. Okay, anyway, Oppenheimer, very, very good. I will say, too, like, the peak was, like, the middle of it to me.
Yeah.
Let's say should we say spoiler alert?
No,
here?
not yet. I haven't given my rating.
Oh, okay. Should we even do a spoiler alert or no? Do you want to go into it that much or not really?
No, not
really. Okay, screw it. No spoiler alerts. We won't give anything away. Promise. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your rating then out of 10?
So my rating, as far as like the full cinematic experience, not judged up against any other movie, I personally would give it an 8 out of 10.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, no. I would give it an 8.
What would you guess I would give it?
You would give it a 9.
I would give it a 10.
Really?
Maybe it's because I went into it expecting, well, I was excited about it, but I still knew it was a Christopher Nolan movie and you had prepped me to be bored and that I needed to get high to see it. So I was expecting to just be like asleep, basically. But I loved it.
It was a great movie.
No, it was so good.
It was a really good movie, but be aware that I have a completely different rating system than you do.
Well, I think that's why I give it a 10 out of 10 because like it was a lot of dialogue. It was a lot of dialogue, a lot of court scenes, but like I was so like captivated the entire time. I couldn't even breathe, to breathe because I was like so excited about what was going to be said next. The acting was top notch, and there's the countdown scene with the bomb. That's not really spoiling anything. It's like, halfway through that peak scene. Oh my God.
Yeah, I could tell you weren't even breathing.
I'm not joking. Like I was really high, but I also really thought I was going to have a heart attack because I'm serious. It's not funny. Listen. It's like the whole like lead up when they're like 20 minutes and like, and I remember looking and I was like, oh my God, this is insane, right? And I was like doing the heartbeat thing on my chest because he couldn't hear me, so I need to do the motion. Anyway, it was so scary. And then oh my gosh, the countdown of 10 to 0, and I was embracing myself, like ready for the noise. And this is what
spoilers.
This is what I want to talk about.
No
Can
spoilers.
I give a spoiler alert?
No.
Please?
No.
All right, I'll just say brace yourselves. You're mean. This is my podcast. Why am I asking you what I can do?
I don't know. You ask me all the time.
True. Anyway, I won't give spoilers. I really don't want to ruin it for anyone, but I will say I almost had a heart attack, and then I almost had a heart attack again, and you'll get why when you see it. And what else?
Yeah, it was a great movie. Now, as far as like, was it Christopher Nolan's best movie? In my opinion, no.
I'd say yes, but that differs because like I don't like Christopher Nolan movies. So if you're a Christopher Nolan like obsessor and like want to like be all over his nuts like John here, then maybe you won't like this one that much. But if you like good cinema, which is not Christopher Nolan, and you like movies that are exciting and not boring, then you actually might like this one. Okay. Is that what you were trying to say?
First of all, Interstellar is plenty exciting.
It is.
You just wanted sex that night, and you didn't want to watch that movie.
That is true. Maybe I should rewatch that again.
Yes, you should.
But you cry in that movie, and it just made me want to cry because it was too long, and I was so bored.
Oh, my God.
And Anne Hathaway, like Princess Diaries.
Oh,
hello, I'm the Princess of Genovia, and now I'm in space. Ooh, black holes. Oh, you're old, but you're my daughter. You're supposed to be young. Whee!
How do we...
Hey, look, an asteroid. All right.
There's no asteroids.
Whatever. It's space. And there's Matthew McConaughey. I think it's right.
That's not right at all.
So Oppenheimer was great.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. And I will say, too, because a lot of people have been asking me this, if their children can go see it. Because there's been a lot of people saying, like, oh, my 11-year-old, my 13-year-old, they're really into history. Like, could they go? My response is always, there's no gore or killing or violence. There's no over-the-top, like, cussing or, like, over-the-top bad language or anything that I noticed that I could think about. The only thing is there are a couple of like pretty graphic sex scenes.
Which is weird,
Because he doesn't do that normally.
Yeah, no, Christopher Nolan's not really known for his nudity or sex scenes at all.
Yeah, Mr. Skin said this was his first, I believe, right? Yeah, so pretty crazy. And I would say it wasn't even like graphic. Right? There was full frontal female nudity. And also that first sex scene was so hot. John and I disagree on this.
Yeah, I don't.
John didn't think it was hot. Maybe it's because I love Florence Pugh. But the book scene, oh my God, that was so sexy.
Interesting.
You're just boring.
Thank you.
Snorefest Ramirez over here.
Book scene. Yeah.
I can go into it, but you told me no spoilers.
No spoilers.
So thank you.
You're
okay,
welcome,
that's another
everyone.
poll. Third poll of the show. Was the first sex scene in Oppenheimer hot? Now you can just go watch it to let us know who you agree with, John or Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah or John. That sounds better.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. I thought it was great.
Yeah. I'm a little more critical, personally.
No.
I've seen a lot of movies.
Shocking.
Shocking.
Woo. Alert. We had no idea.
Anyway, I've seen a lot of movies, and I guess my bar is a little higher. In my personal opinion, Christopher Nolan's best movie, obviously you know what that answer is, Interstellar.
Batman.
No.
Oh.
His second best movie,
Batman.
The Prestige.
Oh, never heard of it.
And then Oppenheimer would probably fall third.
Batman.
But anyway.
Where does Batman fall?
Batman falls probably number 5.
I see. Over Tenet.
Yeah.
Didn't he come out with another one that I did not see? They were in a house and there was like time travel and stuff and clocks. And it looked scary.
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. They all look the same. Except for this one was good. All right. Well, that about does it, right? I think that's it. Barbie, 10 out of 10 for me. Oppenheimer, 10 out of 10. John, who actually a lot of men are like, oh, we like John. He should have his own podcast about movies. Well, y'all can all like kiss my ass. No, I'm just kidding. So, no, he is great. And he does have a very sexy voice. But he doesn't
Is that what they say about me?
Everyone does, really.
Interesting.
Actually, when you first came on the Lex and Terry show, when we were first dating, all the women who were listening were like, oh my God, his voice is so hot. And you wanted to get into voice work. You just never try.
That's true. I'm just very busy.
Or lazy.
Like a full-time job is really...
I'm too busy watching boring Christopher Nolan movies.
Maybe you should get into voice work.
Why? I have an
You
awful
could
voice.
Do your British voice that you were doing just now.
Which one?
I don't know. Whichever one you were just doing. And your Anne Hathaway, Princess of Genovia voice. That's classic.
Princess of Genovia. It is a classic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. Well, that is it for today. We really need to get out of here because we have a lot to do to get ready for vacation. Or I do anyway. John has to go watch a fight. Important things, priorities.
You're a hater.
I am a hater. But you love it. I hope. You haven't proposed yet. Maybe you really don't love it.
Interesting.
But we still live together.
We do.
Roomy.
Wow.
All right. Well, until next time, you guys, thanks for listening. If you've seen either of these movies, please let us know what you think. And all the other things we asked too, which I don't remember.
Answer
at this
the
point.
3 polls that she's going to add on.
Do you remember what they were?
Nope, not at all.
I'm not going to add them. You can just let me know.
You can listen back at this and then remember.
No. Okay, I'll do while you're here.
No.
Exactly. So I'm not going to. So just let me know. Hit me up, message me, whatever. I'm scheduling this podcast to go out on Tuesday. So if it doesn't, that sucks. And I'll post it when I get back, I guess. But hopefully this posts like a normal time. If you're listening to this, then it went well. Experiments are fun. As always, thanks everyone for all the love you've given and gone around for all the episodes. I was telling John earlier about all my troll sound effects on the last episode. So sorry if this got annoying. When I find a sound effect, I get really excited and I kind of overdo it, but it was very fun for me. John wouldn't know because he's not a very supportive boyfriend and doesn't listen to my podcast. So,
well, like I said, I like there to be some mystery.
You just think I talk too much, and the only times that you can get away from me, you don't want to hear my voice in your head.
You do talk a lot, yeah.
Cool. So, that being said, you can always get these episodes everywhere like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart, I think. I tried. I don't know. That was a very confusing one. Either way, who cares? Because you can go to sarahbshow.com. SARAH, the letter B, and show.com. And all my episodes are posted there. It's super fun and exciting. Also, my AI website has kind of like been down lately. I don't know if you guys notice all the interesting artwork I had for every episode, but that was from an AI generated art website, and it was awesome. But now they're like making you get, a subscription, and I've tried, and it's not working well. Long story short, I haven't been able to generate my artwork for the last few, so it makes me very sad. So hopefully that'll happen again soon, or if anybody knows of a really good one to use, let me know. I will take suggestions. Until next time, we'll come back on to talk about our vacation. Hopefully it went well.
It's going to go whale.
Oh, my God. I was saying that, and then I was thinking about tiger sharks while I said it, and then I said whale, and I was like, did I say whale or well? I don't know.
Wow.
I only had one margarita.
Maybe we should go get another.
Maybe we should and miss your fight. Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
No, I already have my plan for tonight. I'm going to watch another movie, Joyride, which we just downloaded, and I'm excited to watch that. I have wine at home, and I'm probably going to get a Cava Bowl, Mediterranean Chipotle, I like to call it.
I'm a little jealous about the Cava Bowl.
Oh, you're so cute. That or a grilled cheese burrito from Taco Bell.
You are not allowed to go to Taco Bell without me.
You're not going to be there to stop me. It would be a lot easier because I could just walk. I don't have to walk inside. I could just go through the drive-thru, and it would be half the price of Cava. And honestly, nothing pairs better with a crisp, fresh Pinot Grigio than a grilled cheese steak burrito from Taco Bell.
I hate you.
All right, everyone. Thanks as always for the love and support. We love you. Hopefully we don't die in Hawaii, and we'll be here to do more podcasts for you.
Yeah.
But at least if I die, I hope it's from a tiger shark. They're so cute.
There's something, but everyone go watch those movies. Let us know how you like them.
Watch them and let us know. We love you. Thank you again for listening to The Sarah B. Show. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye, John, asshole.
Goodbye.